Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com.
Hi guys, my name's Nick and I'm the owner of StrapHabit.com.
Hi all, my name is Lee. I'm the man behind Brodinky.
And the three of us are here today to sell you a 200-piece limited edition watch. Not just any watch, it's a really nice watch you're going to see in a second. We are going to donate 100% of the proceeds from the sale of this watch to the American Cancer Society. Both Nick and Lee have both been involved in donations to the ACS and Men Wear Pink for a couple of years now, and you'll hear about that later. They asked if I'd like to do something with a watch and donate part of the money to charity, and I said I'd love to be involved, but only if I can donate all of the money to charity like we did last year with the Islander Journey for the Brian Lavalette Scholarship Foundation. So we made a watch, made 200 units, and we are here to sell them to you. Cancer touches everyone's lives, unfortunately. For me, it's my grandmother, my father-in-law, and then literally a day or two before I sat to film this, I learned that a fixture in the online watch community that I've known for years, Dan Z, better known as Zeb, had lost his 15-year battle with cancer.
Just as a little bit of background of myself, a number of years ago I found out that I had testicular cancer. It was a really scary time for my family, and then in the same year my wife's best friend also passed away from cancer. And then a few years later I found out that my mother also had breast cancer, and it just kind of made me understand like how much this affects like so many people. Probably every one of you, if it's not yourself, probably someone you love has had some negative impact from cancer.
I got involved with Men Wear Pink in honor of my mother. I was raised by my mother and grandmother, both of whom had scares with lumps or nodules, and they were both very fortunate in those instances. But if they weren't, I'm not really sure where we would have turned, and Men Wear Pink gives people a place to turn to.
We're going to get to the watch in about 30 seconds or so, promise. I just want Lee to explain to you what Men Wear Pink is because he does such a great job explaining it.
Men Wear Pink is more than just awareness and research. It's everything from rides to appointments to lodging to financial assistance and treatment and prevention. And so for me, to be able to bring pink to the forefront in watches was really cool. And I got to do it in the name of a really good cause.
So here we go. It is the Islander by Strap Habit by Brodinky, MWP, that's Men Wear Pink, charity watch. And as I mentioned, we are donating all of the revenue generated from the sales of these to the American Cancer Society. Not the profit, not 10%, everything. It's $349 for the watch and the bonus strap, which I'll show you in a minute. And that $349 that you pay, we will then donate to the American Cancer Society. Running on a Seiko NH35 movement. So that's going to hand wind, hack, 40 hours of power reserve. It is an automatic, so that means it winds just by wearing it, and you can wind it as well by unscrewing the crown. Rotating it clockwise, you will hear it wind. You will get 40 hours of power reserve. It is a 24 joule movement. Put out 2 clicks to change the time. And then 1 click is going to change the date, which is at the 6 o'clock position.
My mom was a lot of the inspiration for this project, and I saw how difficult it was, what she had to go through. So kind of as an Easter egg, a little tribute to her on the 7th date on the watch. That's where the cancer ribbon is. And, not only is it her birthday, but 7 is considered a lucky number. So we thought, we could kind of try to give some good luck to a lot of the people who will be wearing this watch and hopefully enjoying it.
It is an SKX 007 case. In case you can't figure that out, that's what I'm kind of known for. At least that's where I got my start. It's 42 millimeters in diameter. It's 13.2 thick to a flat sapphire crystal with inner AR. We are looking at 45.5 on the lug tip to lug tip. Lug holes for easy peasy strap changes. The case back. This is really cool. Should note that Nick and Lee from Brodinky kind of designed everything. So it is the standard Islander case back for the most part, but there's a few changes. There is a ribbon in place of where the Islander logo would normally be. Now, on the actual production units, and if you look on the website, the ribbon is in pink, and that is the way it will be. The ribbon will be pink. This was the first run prototype, and it was omitted. But yes, the ribbon will be in pink. Ooh, you hear that? So at the bottom you have strap habit, with the B in strap habit is done like the B in Brodinky. Pretty cool. And you have your individual serial number at the bottom. Sorry, no serial number reservations. Just makes a logistics nightmare for us. 22 millimeter lug. Tapers to 18 at that 3-position micro-adjust clasp. It is a coffin or scales bracelet, polished center, brushed outer. Solid link, solid end link. It is indeed sized with screws, and we do provide the screwdriver for you or to you. I don't know, one of those. 200 meters of water resistant screw down crown. The crown itself is done in coin edge, and it is DLC. The bezel as well, coin edge and DLC. The bezel insert is sapphire. That's so cool. Pink and then the black. The Islander name is at the top. No Islander logo on the dial. You have to go to the crown to get that. So Islander name, silver hand, pink minute hand, and then your regular reverse lollipop seconds hand where the tip is done in pink, and then of course the date. Okay, so this is how it comes to you on the bracelet. And strap habit is including, again, as part of the package, you get it for free, well, that's the back of it. A sailcloth pink and black strap. I want to mount it, and I want to show you how it's gonna look.
A number of years ago, I raised some money for Movember through Strap Habit, and at the same time, Brodinky was doing his Men Wear Pink campaign and raising money for the American Cancer Society.
You know, and it started off as a single watch donation that got raffled off, and it snowballed into straps. We now have limited run watches, and who knows what else in the future. So it's been really exciting to see it sort of take off and take on a life of its own.
2022 was the first year we released the Men Wear Pink watch straps, and started sharing those online and selling those, and it just blew up. To this point, Strap Habit has already donated over $50,000 to the American Cancer Society through the help of generous people wanting to buy these straps and support.
And the strap just brings it to a whole new level. That black with the pink accents matches the watch perfect. It does include 2 different length tails. You'll just have to swap the clasp over for smaller or larger wrists. It is a beautiful single deployant push button, clasp. I'm going to throw it on this. I'm going to throw it on my wrist like this. I should note, I don't think I mentioned the weight. The watch weighs 165 grams on the bracelet. So on the strap, it's going to be a bit less. Here it is on my 6.5, 6 3/4 inch wrists, and you'll see the way so this is, I'm on the longer tail, so obviously the shorter tail will fit shorter wrists, or smaller wrists. The way he designed it's really nice that with the clasp, the tail goes under, so the tail will not peek out. It's kind of captured. Cool, that just looks sick. The DLC bezel and crown in conjunction with the pink accents, can't see, the pink accents and the black strap. Really, really nice. And to know that the money is all going to go to the American Cancer Society is just another little bonus. Let's check out the Lume. So it is BGW9, and it looks awesome. It's 120 click unidirectional ratcheting bezel, of course. But what I really like about doing something like this for a watch that is for charity, so hopefully will reach a different audience, they can see the things that cool little brands like Islander are doing with watches. You know, this may shock a lot of people to see a watch that does this at night with the bezel lights up too. Super cool. Hopefully we are reaching a new audience while raising money for a good cause.
So, you know, it was just such a fun project, and I wanted to just thank Mark and Brodinky for their involvement and support. And having seen the watch in person, it looks awesome, and I'm really excited about how it came out. So I'm hoping that, you know, everyone who buys one will feel the same, and that you guys will enjoy it as well. So, you know, thank you everyone for your watching and involvement.
Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, showing you the ISL 342, a collaboration with myself, Strap Habit, and Brodinky. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions, comments, anything else you want to say, put it down below. I'll be sure to address it as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.